Hi guys, it's Wilma. Welcome to my video. Today I am gonna do a video that I thought of a few weeks ago and I was like, that's a pretty good idea. Let's do it. So basically, whenever I'm about to fall asleep or when I'm like busy with anything that's not art, I feel like that's when I tend to get a lot of my art ideas. And my brain is not the most reliable, so I will not remember the art ideas unless I actually write them down. In this case, I usually end up making like very quick sketches of the art idea in my phone note app. And I was going through it and I was like, I have a lot of ideas for art pieces that I'm probably never gonna make because I like to write them down or scribble them so that I can remember them, obviously, but then I just never do anything with them. So I thought it would be a fun video idea to actually execute my ideas and basically go from this like very shitty phone note app sketch to a finished artwork. And my usual art process is not like this. I don't really get art ideas before I make an art piece. Most of the time I'm like pretty lost, like I have no idea what I'm really making, and then it somehow turns out like something. That's pretty much my process. But in this case, I'm actually gonna have an idea before I make the art piece. So it's gonna be interesting and something different, and I'm excited. So we're gonna get into the process and I hope that you'll enjoy. Okay, so this is what the sketch looks like. Obviously it's very messy and just, I don't know, you can look at it. It's not good, okay? But it gets the idea across and that's the whole point. So I could have probably just written the words and skipped doing the sketch, but I like to still do a sketch so I can remember my initial idea. So I just wrote ice making heart shape, and then I wrote either on white paper or on a one-colored background. Could also look cool with clouds in the background. So I ended up going with the one-colored background, and I have this pink paper that I love so much. It's so cute, and I decided to do this piece with colored pencils because whenever I do eyes, I usually use colored pencils because I feel like it's the best technique for me with doing eyes. And I used a reference for most of them, even though I can make eyes without a reference, and I did do a few eyes on my own, but I feel like if I would have done all of them on my own, it would have just taken too long and been like such extra effort when I could just like look up references. So I used a reference for probably like 80% of the eyes, and basically I sketched them all out, and when I did the eyes on the other side, I tried to match them up horizontally with the eyes on the right side. So did that make sense? Anyway, I tried to like get them all in a good place so that it would actually look symmetrical and form a heart shape. I tried to use a lot of colors that would look very cute, I guess. Some of the eyes I ended up changing after a while because I was like, I do not like the color on this. So a lot of them I think ended up in pretty warm tones like pinks and oranges. And I had such a fun time doing this. I truly love to draw eyes. I think it's like one of my absolute favorite things to draw, so I definitely enjoy this. It was a little bit of like the process was so much the same the entire time that it got a little bit tiring towards the end. It took me like 4 hours to make this, and I did it in one day, in one sitting, so it was a little bit tiring, but overall I'm happy that I still did it because I love the results. And as for executing ideas, if you are like me and you have ideas and you write them down and maybe do very ugly phone note sketches and then you just never actually execute them, I would recommend to actually try to execute your ideas because I feel like it kind of gives you some confidence. It kind of like boosts your confidence because you realize that you're actually capable of doing the things that you come up with yourself. And as I said in the intro, my usual process is a lot of the time to just like not really know what I'm gonna do. I usually will just have a reference photo and then hope for the best, basically. But it was really cool to actually have an idea before I started and to fulfill the idea. It really did give me a sense of achievement. When I got towards the end with making all of the eyes, I was like, can this please just be done already? Because it got kind of like super repetitive, but I still enjoyed it. I just like drawing eyes. There's something about it. I think it's like, I love the contrast and doing all the shadows and highlights, and I don't know, there's just something about eyes that I love. And I feel like this one would probably look really cool as like a print or as a sticker, if I could do like a cutout sticker of the heart shape. Obviously you haven't even seen the finished piece yet, but I think that could look kind of cool, so maybe I'll do that. When I was done with this piece, I wasn't entirely sure if I liked it, because it wasn't 100% accurate with my initial idea. Well, it's not like too far from it, but I wanted the eyes to be a little bit bigger and for them to be separated a little bit more, like for there to be a little bit more space between them. But now that I'm done with it and when I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait, but this actually turned out so cool. And I love the fact that there are so many eyes and you can like spend some time really looking at this art piece and taking all of the different eyes in, because there's just a lot of different ones and like a lot of detail, which I love. I feel like it's such a simple idea, but sometimes I feel like the simplest of ideas are the ones that turn out the coolest. So I'm just very happy with it, and I am proud of myself for actually turning one of my ideas into a artwork. That's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Let me know if you have like a favorite eye. No, actually don't, because that's gonna be way too difficult to like describe which one you like. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.